Are you guys ready? Okay, man, let's go. Let's go. Bam. Lot of things. So if I'm giving all this, I want you to look good. I want you to smell good.
Welcome, everybody, to my Love Island USA recap. A little late because this show decided to do a 1 hour and 15 minutes premiere. And what a premiere was it! You guys gotta tell me what you think. I have thoughts. Hey, Brandy. Welcome. Wow. First of all, never been so excited for a season premiere in like such a long time because Love Island UK started off really well and then got bad. And it's such a long season to like have a bad season. Like there's like 8 to 10 weeks, and Love Island USA is only 6. So if it bombs, we only have to deal with 6 weeks of a bomb. And so I'm excited to get to the season. But so far, if you saw my cast assessment, I did just like a quick overview of each person and their intros, a little bit of information I got from different places in their press releases and stuff, and gave everybody a peek at their social media and gave my thoughts on coupling up. So we'll see if I got that right. But I was so excited going through all these people's like little details. And I will say, this cast did not disappoint. Brandy here agrees. She loved it, and she's Team Keenan. Um, yeah, I was shocked at Keenan. I'm gonna reserve a little judgment on Keenan because I don't like getting my heart broken from episode 1. But I'm actually excited for that coupling. Not one of my choices, by the way, but I'm excited for it. So we start off this episode with Sarah Hyland, who is back as our host, dragging luggage on the beaches of Fiji. Why? It was a cute little bit. She did a little castaway. You saw her like entire body was like sunburnt. She named the coconut Ian, which if you guys don't remember, Ian Sterling is the narrator of the season. And Ian says he is not a coconut, but this is all to introduce the villa getting ready, and someone announces that it's ready. So it's time to get our cast in the villa. Hey, KU, welcome. And so we have our cast. We have proper introductions. We have Keenan sitting down, reading a book at a picnic solo. We have Anna spying on a couple, and she gets upset and rips off her dress and her hat. We have Victor pumping iron. We have Cassie at what looks like either a fabric class or a fabric store. We have Leo sitting in the office with a headset, and he, rips it off, and it's time for him to go. Then we have KK at dinner, and we have Burgie. He is a Dairy Queen manager. If you have not listened to my cast assessment, check that out after this. But he is a Dairy Queen manager, so we see him serving up some ice cream. Jasmine's at the hospital, which I find funny because Jasmine and KK are both nurses, so I wonder how they chose which one of them was going to get to be the nurse. And then we see Marco in the pool, and then we see Destiny, who's a scientist in a lab. And of course, they all change out into their swimsuits, ready to get to the island of Fiji. And then we see the first two islanders, which usually is kind of an important introduction because these are the people that they think are going to be the it girls of the season. And so in this series, the two girls that enter are KK and Anna into the villa. And so KK, they do show their introduction videos over again, which I'm kind of annoyed at because, like, instead of showing snippets of the intro videos, they showed the entire intro videos that we already saw. And I thought that was kind of silly and unnecessary because at this point, a lot of us have already seen those videos. Just give us brief introductions, and then you wouldn't have the show going over time 15 minutes. But we do get KK's introduction. We do get Anna's same introduction, and they kind of start talking about what they're looking for in the villa. Then Cassie enters next. I actually really loved Cassie's swimsuit, but purple's my favorite color, but I also just liked the shape of it. Um, we see her introduction. Then we see Destiny. Um, Loved her bathing suit. It was really cute. I didn't realize how petite she was, but she is so cute. She says she is 2 degrees hotter because she has 2 degrees, which I thought was very cute. And Cassie says she wants to be tamed in the sheets. Jasmine enters and she says that she has not been with anybody in a long time. I think Jasmine is the one that just got out of had gotten out of a long relationship, and that relationship was so taxing she hasn't been in another one. So she is basically coming on Love Island after a harrowing relationship. So uh, next up is she says she has cobwebs and does someone can someone bring me a Swiffer, which I thought was funny. And so then Sarah enters and she tells the girls, let us talk about Sarah's outfit. This is her first outfit of the night, and I thought her outfit was kind of cute. It was a flowy top with a pink. It was a bright pink flowy top with a rose applique at the top, and then a bright green skirt with a green applique at the bottom. And I thought it was kind of cute. So hey, Katrina, welcome, welcome, welcome. Brandy says she wasn't a fan of Jasmine. I don't. She said that she used to be boring. I don't feel like she's boring, but I also feel like whatever happened in that relationship with her, she literally has this wall built up, and we'll discuss it when she has her conversation with Victor, because I was just like, ooh, girl, just you are a red flag central. Yes, I loved all her outfits in this show. So they say they're all ready. She says, are they ready to find husbands? And I need to press upon these people to stop doing this. We need to just come to have fun. Please stop trying to get people to come on this show to find husbands. The chances of someone coming on Love Island USA to find a husband is slim to not happening. So can we not and say we did? Because all it does is put pressure on these people and ruins couples. I'd like to not do that this season. Thank you very much. So Cassie, thankfully, says she is not here to find a husband. She's only 22. Thank you, Cassie. But Anna says she brought a wedding dress, which I thought was interesting considering a lot of the stuff that she does after this. Destiny says that she has a lot of layers that she's hoping someone will pull back. And Sarah introduces how they will be coupling up this season, which is called Love Island Stick or Twist. There are large hearts on the floor of the villa, and they basically have to have the guy enter, and they get to choose which guys they're going to couple up. And then at the end, the guy gets to choose if there's multiple girls there, or they get to stick with whoever's chosen if they are the only one with the guy. So Leo is the first to enter, and all the girls head to Leo's heart. And he recognizes that Cassie is Hispanic. Prashay says she loves the sticker twist. I absolutely loved it. Thank God, something fresh, something new. I thought it was so interesting. And the girls get a say in who they want, what they're attracted to. And it's not them just being rejected at the end of the day, at like the first thing. And so I actually really loved this game. Loved how they introduced it. Thank God for no public vote, because the UK needs to stop doing that. So Leo recognizes that Cassie is Hispanic, and Sarah asks if he's going to be able to keep all the girls on the heart with him. He's like, we're about to fuck around and find out. So I do love that streaming on Peacock and not being on CBS, we can get curse words because, just, salt and pepper, just a little bit of everything. Marco is next, and apparently he knows one of them. Anna goes to the same gym in Florida. Now, I'm trying to figure out if we've had instances where Islanders have come in and known each other. I know Mackenzie and one of the Casa boys, Ashby, knew each other from Arizona, but I'm thinking this might be the first time that two OGs have known each other prior to coming into the villa. But when asked if any of the girls want to move to Marco, Anna does not move. Destiny and Jasmine do twist to Marco, and Marco and Anna says they just had nothing but friendship every time that they've seen each other at the gym, and they're fine with it. So I thought that was good. It didn't get messy at the start, and I was actually surprised that Jasmine moved to Leo. I wasn't sure if he would be her type. I actually had her going for Keenan. So, and I think I had Jasmine definitely going for I did have her going for Marco, I believe. So I was like, okay, so far so good. Some of my predictions are coming out because I did have Cassie with Leo, and so I was like, oh, maybe I'll actually get what I think is gonna happens. But then the next thing that happens is Victor walks in, and everybody recognizes, like, he looks like Aquaman. He looks like Jason Momoa. He stands on his heart. Sarah asks, do you think you can tempt them? He says, hell yes. But nobody moved. What the heck was that about? What, were they intimidated by him? The man is handsome. Why would they move to Victor? It was shocking to me. So I had him being coupled up with KK, but nobody moves to Victor. So Victor had to wait to see how all the couples panned out before he got his person. Um, so I thought that was interesting. So in this kind of, the guys are the ones that are initially getting rejected, which kind of could be hit or miss. But for the most part, I think the guys that did get rejected took it well. So next up is Keenan, and he comes out in with a lot of personality. And they ask if any of the girls want to move to Keenan, and the only girl that moves to Keenan is KK. And as I said, I had KK going for Victor, um, but she went for Keenan. So he was actually very, very happy with that choice. He said that I was giving you eye contact because I wanted you here. So, and they seem to be very touchy feely, which is a good sign. So very excited for this couple so far. And then in comes running Bergie, lots of energy. In his introduction, he does mention that he's looking for his person. Grandma and grandpa have been married for 54 years, and he is looking for that in his partner. But again, nobody moves to Bergie. Now, this is my thing. Based on everything that Anna said, because I like Anna. She's a little bit funny and very, like weirdo. Just, unique. I like it. But she says she's looking to get married. And the only man who was there saying that he wanted to get married was Bertie. Like, and she said that she didn't mind men who were short. I'm like, okay, he's shorter. So, like everything she said in her introduction, she basically like threw that all out the window for vibes. I mean, which is fine, but like, I really wish people wouldn't, like, that's not what you want. Don't say that. Because this is what makes it hard to match. I had them coupling up together. They eventually make it so that the two girls that were with Leo, which is Cassie and Anna, he gets to choose between the two girls, and he chooses Cassie for the fact that they both have Hispanic backgrounds. Marco has to choose between Destiny and Jasmine, and surprisingly, he chooses Destiny, which I love. And then between the two girls that are left, Victor gets to choose first. He chooses Jasmine, and Bergie gets Anna. And so Bergie says Anna is his type on paper. She says, oh, now they're getting married. Yes, could you have kept that energy, Anna? Obviously not. So then the couples disperse and they start kind of talking, and Victor and Jasmine are talking icks because Jasmine wants to know what his ick is, and he's like, his ick is people who consistently go out. And she's like, oh. And he's like, why is that you? Like, she's like, yeah, and I'm not changing that. So they talk, and basically Jasmine has come to the decision that Victor is too much of a goody for her, and she likes a bad boy. And I'm just like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused at what you came here. So you just came here to party, which is fine, but I don't see how you could find a partner that way. And I'm wondering if that relationship that she came out of really affected her to the point that she might be running scared. So we have to watch that with Jasmine. Because to me, based on what Victor said, I would take him, except for that he's a Leo, and I don't think we're compatible. But hey. Next up, Bergie and Anna are at the fire pit, and Bergie it says he wants to be a physical therapist, Anna's dad apparently is a detective, and so she wants to be a detective. Apparently, Bergie, which we knew, he said he has had limited dates because there's not that many girls in his town in South Dakota. So he says he's never had a girlfriend, and he's only really been on like 5 dates, which kind of tracks because I think he just got out of college, or he's still in. I think he said he finished his degree, and then he's going to go and become a physical therapist next. So he's going to get more schooling. She says in her ITM he's shy, and she kept having to prod him for questions. I get it. She wants someone to bring a lot more energy. I'm not really sure if anybody was going to be able to bring the amount of energy that Anna, I think, is looking for. Pache says Jasmine is on the wrong show. She needs to be on Too Hot to Handle. See, I can see that. I think that actually might have worked better for her, because I don't know. I'm reserving judgment, but I'm not sure how this is gonna go for her. And then KK and Keenan sit at the All the Fields couch, and he says he's so excited to be coupled up with her. She says her heart skipped a beat, and that's why she chose him. And he said they are definitely feeling each other, so they are very happy in their couple. And I do like the chemistry and the energy they're both giving to each other. And Cassie and Leo are on the terrace, and Cassie says she usually wouldn't go for anybody younger, but she does find out that there is a 1 year age difference between the two of them. And she says she noticed his smile first, and she really liked him. She said she thinks her mother would really like him, and I thought it was so cute that he was helping teaching her Spanish. I thought that was like so sweet. And then her trying to guess where his background was from. I love that they found commonality in their backgrounds, and that's like a really good base. I'm so big on like cultural background being a common when you're like going on a blind date, like finding cultural commonalities, whether you're in the same culture or not, because it doesn't seem like they're the exact same culture, but they have so many commonalities that it helps bring a basis together for them to have a really nice jumping place for this coupling anyway. And then next up, Marco and Destiny are at the double chairs that face out into the ocean. And Destiny is shocked that Marco is 22. I think Destiny is 23 or 4, so she's a little older. But she says she noticed his cross that he had on a chain. And they are the first kiss of the season, guys. And what did we think of this kiss? Because I thought it was very hot, so natural. I'm like also excited for this couple. They seem to be very into each other. So then we see nightfall, and the girls are getting ready in the girls' dressing room, and Cassie explains how happy she is. Destiny is also really happy. She does tell them about the kiss. The guys are all talking. Bergie's really happy with Anna, but Anna is not happy with Bergie because she feels like he's nerdy and shy, and that's not what she's looking for. The girls asked Jasmine would she kiss Victor, and she said she probably wouldn't. He doesn't like girls that go out, and she's not changing that. KK says she's also happy with the chemistry in the couple that she's in. And so, for the most part, most of the girls are very happy. Most of the guys, Leo tells the guys about the kiss, very happy. Let's see. Rach says, not a fan of the kiss because Marco acted like a teenager after that. He's 22 or 21. Of course he did. Like, his brain hasn't fully developed yet. Hey, Rachel. So yeah, that's probably how. But I thought it was cute how he was acting. I think it's really sweet that he is really excited to be coupled up with Destiny. I'm gonna give him a chance on that. Maybe there's some like the immaturity in some respects. I think is cute because like being giddy and being able to let that wall down and let people see you not so machismo. I think that works. I like it. Um, and so they all come out dressed up. We see Kanan telling KK how hot she looks and sexy, and they basically have like a little mini party. And then we see Anna pull Leo, which I think makes sense. She is not really happy in her coupling. She was very attracted to Leo. It is day one. She should be still grafting, so I don't mind this. Um, and Leo, it didn't mind it either. He said he's willing to get to know Anna, and that he's not going to just stick himself in a box in his coupling, but he is happy in the couple he is in. Next, we have Jasmine asking Victor what he plans to do with his hair during sex. Someone explain this to me. Considering she says she wouldn't even kiss the guy, why are you asking him what he's gonna do with his? Like, I could. Was she trying to shock him out of a coupling? Like, is she trying to get him to like dump her? Like, I'll say the most shocking thing. Listen, the dude is cool. He basically was like, I'll put it up. And she asked, does he plan to have sex while he's in the village? He's like, no. And he's like, I haven't even kissed in a long time. And so they've come to the decision they're going to be a friendship couple and see how it goes from there. Oh no! It's actually really, really good. They're probably my favorite couple so far. I don't want to say that. Low Island USA breaks her heart every time, so I'm not even gonna say it. And so Birdie pulls Anna again, and he's struggling because he wasn't picked initially, and she's like, well, technically she wasn't picked either, and she said she just used to a more outgoing guy, and she needs to see his personality, and he's like, okay, I get it, like I'll be more of myself, and so he said he would try. He's really understanding with her saying that she is not necessarily totally into him. But he does express again, she is his type on paper. She is what he's been looking for and asked for so far. So he's really happy. They do play a game that, listen, they jam packed this premiere episode. I can't even hate on it. We got a lot of good stuff in this episode with everything they did. I think the only thing that I felt was a waste of time was doing the full intro packages that we already saw on Instagram. So I think they should have cut them down even further at just snippets of introduction, not the full ones. Okay. So they're playing a game with their phones, and when their phone is picked with their name on it, they can kiss anyone they like. So Keenan's phone gets picked first, and of course he chooses KK, and KK said that kiss was passionate and nasty, and it kept going, according to Cassie. Cassie's phone gets picked, and she chooses Leo, and she said she felt like the kiss was just a game kiss. Marco is chosen next, and him and Destiny kiss again, and he's like, he's really happy with the kiss. It was very, very natural, just like the first time that they kissed. And Victor chooses Jasmine when his phone gets picked, and he said it was a good kiss. So that's that moving along. out in this friendship couple. And Bergie chooses Anna. He does the wildest kiss. But it's kind of like, isn't that what she asked for? So it's like, I think he gave her what she wanted. I doubt she appreciated it. But I actually couldn't hate on his strategy. It was like just to go balls to the wall and kiss the crap out of her. So um next up, Anna gets to choose, and she chooses Jasmine. Jasmine is taken surprised by this. They do a hot kiss. Cassie is very jealous because she's like, "Me too. What about me? Hey, I'm over here." Anyway, and then Miss Sarah Hyland walks back into the villa wearing a baby pink leather skirt and top. Sarah looked awesome today. Like, as she's doing her Maya Jama thing. I'm very proud of Sarah tonight. I hope she keeps this up. She looked great this whole entire episode. And she asks how are they enjoying getting to know each other. And they all said they're great. They're happy. No, so Anna had to choose whoever she wanted to kiss, and she chose Jasmine, and Jasmine was fine with it, and they kissed. Usually happens in the villa, no problem. I think it happens more on USA than it does in UK, but even still, they won't allow people of the same sex to couple up because even season 1, I think, with Kara, she was entertaining it for a little bit, but they wouldn't let her couple up with the girl anyway, she said. So it's like, they got to make out and pretend like they might do something together, but they wouldn't let them. So anyway, so it's all just play, which is also kind of annoying. So she said it is time to get serious. She wants to know, did they choose wisely? And in my head, I'm thinking, well, a couple of them actually didn't choose. It got chosen for them, but hey. And she's like, which couples are working well and which are not compatible? They are going to do a least compatibility vote. And whoever comes out of this vote will be vulnerable. And I said, not a damn vote on the first day. The last time we had something silly like this, a girl got dumped on the first day. We should not be doing this. So they disperse to discuss. We hear KK and Keenan say Bergie and Anna are not happy together. Well, Bergie's happy, but Anna's the one not really happy, and they think they're probably the bottom. Marco and Destiny said they know who their bottom two is. They just have to figure out which of the two they will say during the vote. And so they both kind of say, okay, so we'll each say a name of one of the person in the couple and go from there. And they both say 2 different guy names. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. And then we have Leo and Cassie. They both actually were leaning Victor and Anna. And then they kind of bring in Bergie and I'm sorry, Victor and Jasmine. They both kind of brought in later a discussion about Bergie and Anna. Basically, that's their bottom two. They just, again, have to figure out which one they would absolutely vote for. Victor and Jasmine say Bergie and Anna, of course, other than them. And Bergie and Anna said Victor and Jasmine. So when we come to the final vote, KK and Keenan say Bergie and Anna. Marco and Destiny say Victor and Jasmine. Leo and Cassie say Bergie and Anna. Victor and Jasmine say Bergie and Anna. And Bergie and Anna voted for themselves. And at this point, Sarah's like, well, you guys are the bottom two. You must choose who will stay and who will leave the villa tonight. And Bergie doesn't even allow too much discussion. He basically chooses for himself to leave. Anna starts bawling, crying. She is so upset, but he comforts her and says, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. And when asked why he decided on himself to leave, he said, I couldn't sleep in a bed alone at night knowing that I was sending her out. So I'm okay with leaving. He bigs up the entire villa, tells them to get to the end. He basically is told to pack and go. He packs all his stuff in his suitcase. And meanwhile, I'm sitting here screaming at the TV like, what is going on? Where is the bombshell? Where is the bombshell that is supposed to come through the villa to save Virgie? But no, he has to drag his entire luggage out the front door. And he basically says, it sucks to be dumped on the first day, but everything happens for a reason. And the guys had said that he is like the OG forever, and that they didn't know if they could do what he did, but he suddenly gets a text and it says something about a throuple. And so that says to me, based on history, Bergie's about to walk into the villa with 2 bombshells on his hand. And I am excited for this next episode. Guys, this is probably one of the best premieres of Love Island USA that I've seen. I'm so excited for this season. I like the couples that we have so far. I'm excited to see if they will make it far, or if people will be able to come in and basically interrupt these couples. But I'm excited to see who they bring in for Virgie, because I hope they bring in somebody good for him. He deserves, from what he did tonight and what he's looking for in the villa, he deserves to have somebody come in properly for him. So let's go to the chat. Let me see what you guys' thoughts are. I think we did some of your guys already. I think Prishay said she liked the stiffer twist. So did Brandy. Prishay says, I thought it was a public vote. And I was like, oh no. Yes. Thank God it was not a public vote. Woo! Let us never do that. I mean, even though I feel like on the US side, we do things a little differently, but still I would not want I want the couples to go with their natural chemistry and vibes and what they're asking for on paper, rather than us say, hey, let's put all the black people together. Because if I had chosen for these people, I would have coupled up KK with Victor, Keenan with Destiny, and neither one of them chose each other. So I'm glad that it's not a public vote. Let them choose for themselves. Let's see what else comments do we have. Brandy says, I need Anna out of those tears. Oh no. I do think her tears were probably real, because I do feel like she probably didn't want him to get dumped, but she's also glad that she wasn't dumped. So there's that. But I bet you when he walks in with these 2 bombshells, she's going to be very, very disappointed, because that was almost her. Could have been her with 2 bombshells. Rach says, I wasn't a big fan of the elimination twist. I wish we spent more time getting to know the Islanders. So this is the thing. And even like, that's why I did the cast assessment. I feel like the little bits that we got of them is all we were going to ever get of them. Because when we get the Islanders, they are supposed to evolve their personalities, what they want, what they're looking for over time to their coupling. So whereas I feel like Jasmine has a wall up, we don't know why. we're not going to get a real Jasmine for a couple days, maybe even for a couple weeks. So I'm happy with how they did it, but I can understand what you're saying. I actually feel like maybe if they had cut out the intros, cut them down even further, then maybe we could have had the Islanders having more chit chat with each other, so that we can learn about more of their individual wants and needs than rather what they put in these intro packages. Ray says, but I do like how they did the initial couplings. It's less awkward for ladies. Exactly. I liked how they did that. I thought the game was cute. I thought it was perfectly well done. I think it sucks that Victor didn't get chosen. I don't. Again, I'm wondering if there was a little bit of intimidation there, but as a, I said on Twitter, so wait, white guys are out this season? Damn, that's both of the white guys didn't get chosen. That sucks. Um, Anna and Jazz can go. Let the bombshells come in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's gonna be upset because he's gonna come in with two girls that basically could take either one of their spots. So she might have been better off if she was the one who had voluntarily left. So Jasmine reminds me of Olivia from season 3. She's so guarded. Yes, I can see that. Like coming in saying that you're looking for a certain thing, but then you do everything opposite of what would get you to that thing. Because to me, Victor saying that he doesn't want to go out is not a problem. You expressing that you do want to go out is also not the problem, because you just don't like that. You know that that's one of the things you probably won't do with each other. But I don't see why you can't build a relationship. But to say that he's too goody goody for you and that you want a bad boy, then you're not actually looking for a relationship. You're looking to have fun, which is fine. I said I don't feel like you should be coming on here looking for marriage because it hasn't worked. But I also don't think that you should discard a connection because they're looking for something serious in a relationship. You might not get marriage, but you can get a relationship out of this show. I didn't even watch the show yet, and I want the blonde girl that was with Virgin to go. Yes, like I don't know what she was thinking. Like, I think she played this wrong, and I think it's gonna come. And I think she thinks that she might be able to interrupt Leo and Cassie, which she could. You know, we've seen it before where we thought like the connection was so strong and nobody could come and not, and mess with the relationship, and they have. And so it's possible. But bringing in 2 additional girl bombshells, now you're vying for time and you're not in a couple. You don't even have a place to plant yourself. And he is going to have more of a choice because they might even let him sit down on a date with these women before he even comes in back into the villa with them on his arm, which means he's going to have more time with them than he really had with you. So, yeah, she might have just screwed herself out of the villa. I don't know what she was thinking. So, anyway, if there are no more comments, because we will be back tomorrow for another recap. Like I said, my review of this episode was great episode so far. Rachel Marie says, I think I will probably be the most invested in Kay's journey this season. Again, I really liked their coupling. I really liked their chemistry. I'm trying not to let prior history on this show ruin it for me. So I'm tempering down my expectations, but I'm still very excited, if that's possible. So. But we will be back tomorrow for this next episode to see how this works out. I'm very excited to see how they're going to stage this with Virgie coming in with two girls on his arm. So, again, follow me and Entertainment in Color everywhere. I also recap Love Island USA, Love Island UK, Reality Realness with Chantel Francis on her channel. I don't think we're recapping until Thursday these prior episodes, and then tomorrow I think we are recapping The Bachelorette prior to me watching and recapping Love Island USA episode 2. And then I also have some Big Brother content coming on. So we have a lot of stuff coming, but I'm excited for this Love Island USA season, guys. Like, oh my gosh, because I can't wait for Love Island UK to end. So I just need them to do, if this intro episode is what we have to look forward to for the rest of the season, whatever producers from ITV are working on USA, thank you, and keep doing what you're doing, and don't listen to your predecessor and do anything crazy. So keep going. We're full steam ahead. I'm excited, guys. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.